I can see it right now. You're on the Nintendo eShop and you've seen that they just released Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door remake for Nintendo Switch. And you're thinking to yourself, man, I'm going to buy this right away. This is such a fun game and this is super cool, but I wish I had some sort of GameCube style controller to play this thing on. Well, don't worry, because in today's review, I got you covered. It's the Doyo KY Retro Game Controller for Nintendo Switch. Hey guys, what's going on? RetroGamer here, and welcome back to another review featuring the Doyo KY Retro Game Controller for Nintendo Switch. So this is the Doyo KY Retro Game Controller for your Nintendo Switch. This is a GameCube style controller. It says Retro Game Controller on the bottom, probably to avoid any possible heat that might come from saying that this is a GameCube style controller. But this is a GameCube style Joy-Con controller, so you can slide these onto your Nintendo Switch, or you can use it in its little rail for an actual controller. And I'm going to say, this is such a cool device. It is a really nice controller, and I really love this unit. I will disclose right away that this was sent to me free for this review. And I'm in their affiliate program, which gives you a discount code that you can use to buy this if you want to, and that will give me a small amount of commission. So even though this is somewhat of a sponsored review, I'm going to give you my honest thoughts of this controller. I'm not going to try and make it sound like it's any cooler than it is. I'm not going to try and lie to you to upsell it. I just want to give you my honest thoughts, even though this is somewhat of a sponsored review, and I wanted to disclose that right away. But this is the controller itself, and you can see on the front it has the controller, and it comes in black, indigo, and silver, much like the GameCube controllers from back in the day. And on the back, it shows you just more images of the controller itself. Not too much going on, so it shows you the product name, the model, the weight, and platform for a Nintendo Switch, and not too much else going on in the box. Let's open it up though and show you what actually comes in this unit. So I was sent the silver one, and we'll pull the plastic shell out of here and show you what else comes in the box first. It comes with a USB-C charging cable, very nice. And then it comes with this welcome guide. So this welcome guide is very nicely done. It's simple, basic, but it is nice and detailed and tells you everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know and nothing more. The other controller that I reviewed by Nixie, I'll leave it up in the top card. That was another controller that I reviewed for the Nintendo Switch recently. And their user guide was a map. It folded out like a map. It was all colored and detailed. Everything you needed to know about that controller was in there. Maybe things you didn't want to know was in there. Like everything about that controller was in that user guide. This is just very simple and basic. It tells you what you need to know and nothing more, and I really appreciate that. It's easy to understand too and follow, and I have to give them credit. They did an amazing job on that guide. But let's put the box off to the side for now, and we'll show you the actual controller itself. So if we pull off the plastic and we take the controller out, this is what it comes with. So it comes with the controller and it comes with caps. So I wasn't expecting this, but by default, it comes with this small little nub, much like a regular GameCube controller. I have a third-party wireless one here, and it comes with that, so it looks exactly like a GameCube controller. But if you don't like those, they give you different caps. So I'll take out the 3, for example. So these are the 3, for example, and also has gray ones too, to take off the one up top as well. But if you don't like the small little cap on the C-stick here, you can change it out. So you could use the same one that's up top, which is the one I really like. And once you do that, it makes it feel amazing. These both feel super good, especially when playing like Smash Bros. Oh, it feels so nice. But if you're someone that likes tall caps, you can use these tall caps too. And these tall caps, I'm not a fan of these tall caps, but if you like these tall caps, then you can use them. I personally like these ones here. Or maybe if you're feeling a little frisky and you want to use this small cap up top, you can do that too. It's super customizable, and I just was not expecting that. And I really appreciate the fact that I could switch out the small cap for this one. I really, really like that. But if we take a more look at the controller itself, we'll see that it has the standard analog stick, the D-pad, really nice D-pad. Not like the original Nintendo GameCube. Remember how I had this really small one? This one was terrible. It did not do good at all. This one's super nice. You can use it for, the Nintendo Switch Online games, like the NES and Game Boy. It feels super, really, really good. I really like this D-pad. It's such a nice upgrade. Also, I need to pull this back. because they're the same size. Like, it's slightly bigger than a regular GameCube controller, but it's very minuscule. They nailed the size on this thing, and I really appreciate that. And then we'll see the analog sticks again, the ABXY. They even nailed these buttons super nice. I mean, and then the wings on the side. Like, this is just a GameCube controller, and I'm just super impressed. The L and R, ZL, ZR. The top has the charging for the USB-C. This is something that's also different. The other controller that I reviewed, it had 2 USB-Cs on the bottom to independently charge each Joy-Con. This one just has the one, you slide it on the rail, and then it charges both of them. I'd rather have that other than charging each one independently. I'm like, no, just have the one charge port up top. So that I really, really like. And then you have the turbo and the mapping. And the mapping are for these buttons in the back. These are the 2 buttons. And at first I was like, what am I going to use these mapping buttons for? I've never used like extra mapping buttons before. And as I was testing it more and playing along, I found out that these buttons have quite a bit of travel when you're playing. The share button, the home button, and the plus and minus, they have quite a bit of travel. And you can only map this button to the specific Joy-Con. This button maps to only these buttons. This back button maps to only these buttons. And so I found that I like to save clips when I'm playing games. So instead of having this long travel distance, I can just map it to the back. And it works great. And if you need to map this button to the home or the start, you can do that too. So I've never used mapping up until this controller, and I have to say, I really, really like it. And then if you pull these out, you'll see that these are just standard Joy-Cons. And this is the one thing that I don't like about this unit. This rail is very tight. It is hard to slide these on. It is not very smooth in the slightest. You're trying to slide these things on, it is very tight, but it does work. And so I want to bring my Switch over here and show you how it looks on the actual Nintendo Switch itself. Let me grab this one here. So this is my Nintendo Switch, and we're going to pull off the Joy-Cons, and they slide on very easy on the Switch. Just slide it on there, and then slide on there, and you're ready to go. Like, this really reminds me of that big keyboard that they made for the GameCube. It was like, it was a GameCube controller, but like in the middle it was a keyboard. It looks exactly like that. It gives that same vibe. If we turn the Switch on, I'll show you that running Super Mario Sunshine, and it just works, you know? I mean, it's just a GameCube controller, and it does everything it's supposed to do, and I really, really like this unit. It feels great. And, you know, this is the perfect time to buy something like this. With, you know, Metroid and Super Mario Sunshine, Paper Mario that just came out. This is a no-brainer idea. You can use it on your Switch like that, or you can use it in the rail. And I just think this is just the perfect buy. As I said, if you want to use the code, you can use it. But, you know, I'm being genuinely honest. This is a great controller. And if you're looking to pick up a GameCube-style controller for your Nintendo Switch, then I would highly recommend this product. But guys, that was my review on the Doyo KY Retro Game Controller for Nintendo Switch. So guys, from RetroGamer, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys back here with another review. See you guys then.